Hello everyone, my name is Jose Avalos. I'm an associate level designer community at Avalanche Software, and in this tutorial we will see the rail target point, another one of the new creativity tools we have made for Disney Infinity 2.0. So let's see what it looks like and what it does. For that we open up the ribbon and I go to creativity tools, and the rail target point is this like blue square with a yellow bullseye. If we read the description, it says a holographic target that can be connected to other toys. It's especially useful in rail slide layouts. What this means is that now in the first Disney Infinity you could ride on rails all the time, but now in this game we can also make them have rotation, so you can alter the course in which you are riding by shooting at these targets. So let's try it out. So first I'm gonna put one rail target here, and also I'm gonna put some rails which are located in platforming toys. I'm gonna put like some four straight rails, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm also gonna use one rail that can accept logic, which in this case are the ones that have like these white arrows around the toy, like rotating rail, rail turnpike 2, and rail tri turnpike, and also the splits. So let's put a rail turnpike 2 around here. So as you can see, by default, if I don't do anything, the player will move to the left once they reach that rail. But if we hit the target, we can rotate it and make the player go to the right. So how do we do that? Okay, the thing is that this rail target point has one specific event, which is called hit. So whenever you hit it, either by shooting it, as I'm going to do with Rocket now, you can see that it disappears and then comes back after a few seconds. Or if I do a melee attack, so also disappears, it will trigger whatever it is we want it to do. So the idea now is that when I hit this, so when hit, I'm gonna rotate this rail turnpike 2. So I select it with one and say rotate. And now let's try firing it and see what it does. So I'm gonna shoot it. And you can see that the rail here rotated. And now if I hit it again, it rotates again. So the dynamic use we can give it is that we can say, if I want to have alternate paths while riding rails, we can use these rail target points in order to allow the player to do that. But to do it, it's very difficult to hit the rail target points if they are in a point that is not on top of the rail itself. So even if you place them around here, it can get really tricky to shoot them. And this is especially harmful if you're using a character that doesn't have like a range attack, like Drax for example. So the best advice I can give you is use these rail target points on top of the rails themselves, and also like give them some distance, so in this case, the rail can finish rotating by the time the player gets to it. Now, let's try it out. For that, I'm going to be using a color changing block, or any block it can be, just enough so I can climb it, especially since, you know, Rocket is kind of a short guy. And now I'm going to ride on it. So, also, as you can see, the rail target points do not disappear if I hide the one. So, let's try it out. Now I'm going to shoot it, and the rail rotates and I go to the right instead of to the left. So that's the primary use that the rail target points have. But they also have other interesting gameplay uses. So let's say that, for example, you are having a boss fight where you need to shoot the weak parts of it, of an static enemy, like say the MCP or Master Control Program of Tron, and after you shoot these parts, you win the fight. So let's say that, for example, we have an enemy that is made of 6 blocks. In this case, I'm using color changing blocks because it's faster for me to do it. And also let's put a rail target point that is like the weak spot. So let's put 2 here. And now, if I want to win after, say, a number of hits, we're going to need a counter. So I'm going to place this one here, and also I want the player to celebrate at the end of the fight. So I'm going to put also an action enforcer. So what we need to do is that whenever it hits, I'm going to increase the counter by 1. So hit, counter, increment by 1. And let's say that after 3 hits, or whenever I reach the target reach, I'm going to make all the players celebrate. So, and also I need to change it so instead of 2 hits, it's going to be 3 or 5. So target count 5. Alright, so now we have the connection for this rail target point, and I need to do the same thing for the other one. So, we selected, new logic connection hit, and increment the counter by 1. So increment by 1. Alright, and now let's try it out. So we know what our weak points of our MCP program are, so let's shoot them. So 1, 2, and 3. 4, and 5. And as you can see, I reached the target and Rocket celebrates. So that's the other use that they can have. You can also use them for activating other platforms, replayers, whatever it is you want to do. So as you can see, these rail target points, they can be used in slides, and that's their primary use, but also you can have many interesting gameplay uses for them. So that's really it for this tutorial, and well, I hope you found it useful. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments or in the forums, and well, thanks for watching.